What's going on, traders? Hope everybody had a great start to the week. It's Monday, August 7th, and we'll be doing an analysis of the S&P 500, the SPDR ETF. Markets did put in a nice bounce today. They were up about $3.90, 0.87%. Final print coming in at 450.71. And we're going to go into the charts here, of course, starting off with the macro as always. But before we do that, reminder that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and in no way is financial advice. So looking at the daily here, we were looking at this area here of demand being put in as we had sold off sharply on Friday. And they did defend. Now, the bottom of that area is the retest here of 444, but we dipped right into this general zone, and we did see some nice buyers coming into the markets. Still, the bulls are not out of the woods yet. We did recapture the daily 20 period moving average, so that is good. But right now, we're kind of pinched right in between that and the 9. So we'll watch to see if price does start to, increase more and we start to touch this 451.45 area. Now this also might change tomorrow when the market opens, but that general area, we'll see how the markets want to react if we come into there. We could see some sellers in that general vicinity. But we do have CPI on Thursday, so keep that in mind as a backdrop. We could just really continue to see this type of price action coming into that event. So just stay on your toes today. Even though we did make a nice move up, most of it was in when the markets were closed, and then it just kind of slowly grinded and chopped its way up. During today. But so that's pretty much all that we wanted to go over here on the daily chart. Kind of pinched here between these two moving averages and that bounce off supply. So we'll see how the rest of the week starts to play out. Let's take a look at another one of our macro charts here. Let's see here. And this is that bigger trend line that we have been watching as well for a while, and you can see we basically put in a fake breakout. You can see here they tried to push that price right below, and then we're unable to, and today we have recaptured that trend line. So we want to keep an eye on how this develops if we actually can, if the bears start to actually see some closures underneath this trend line that could be setting us up for a little bit further downside and potentially to get my final target here. That also being said, we have been talking about that August seasonality weakness. So so far we've been seeing it, but we'll see how much we get. All right, so what are we looking in for tomorrow as far as some potential actionable setups, some levels I'm looking at, some areas where I may want to engage the market today? I didn't really trade too many options. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of Monday trading, so I didn't really do too much today. But let's the other thing I wanted to pull up before we moved on. We were talking about this 23.6, right? And pretty much this is, our big picture fibs that we have been watching for some time, just had left it up here. And that's pretty much where we saw that bounce come in, right there at that 446.25. I don't think, almost to a T there, because the low on Friday was 446.27. So that was quite the move, and with that nice bounce. So I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was worth noting. All right, anything else here? Let's just take a look at one of our last bigger picture charts. See if there's anything that we can gather from this. Oh well, we broke this trend again. That fake break, pushed back above. Recaptured this trend line. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if then tomorrow we can close back above it as well. But this pivot, this is our second bull pivot that was broken. This is really what we're going to need to see to get recaptured, to get a little bit the bulls to have a little bit firmer stance on the market, and that's going to be around 450. We're going to call it 452, and really see some daily closes over that. I think would be an encouraging sign for the bulls. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, so let's go into what we're potentially looking at for tomorrow. All right, I don't know. I have no idea what's up with this candle, but it's really bothering me. And you can see here at the open, we pretty much were hitting this outside of this last balance here. We've talked about this 447 before, 447.50, pretty much right where we stopped, right at the top here. Also pretty much double bottom right from here as well. Held that area, and now really what we'll be looking for tomorrow. I mean, again, we're back in this balance zone that we have been watching. So a lot of the same numbers here. We'll be watching for that 450 to hold for our chance to come back, what we're basically doing now, and come into that 451 and 451.45 area. Likely to get over that. If we get over that and show some confirmation, maybe 30-minute. Really, we're going to be watching that for 452 as well. But then we've got a chance to come up into these value area highs here on the 30-minute, right around 453. And then I'll be looking for 454, 453.40, and just slightly above. But really, even though we are on a slight uptrend, and even here you could make a case for a potential rising wedge type of situation. Markets were just drifting higher today. I don't think there was enough weakness in the market as far as the breadth was concerned to really see any selling come in. But certainly you could make this rising wedge type pattern here. It's only on the 30-minute, but I could also certainly make a case, if I just leave it like that, for a ascending triangle, and this area here being the breakout. So that is two ways you can look at it. But either way, let's see. As long, big kind of, we could sell down unless we really start to crack, and break under 450, 440, 850, and really confirm. It's hard to get, that would be a bigger break in the structure. So we're going to have to watch, see. We could just trade again up and down in this balance. But unless we start taking out this balance and then really, again, the 457, that would be a big fail. And then, we've got that swing low right below where we stopped pretty much on Friday, right at that 456, 446.23. And again, that's going to be our fib, right? So watch out if they really start giving that up. And value area lows just happen to be down here. But for tomorrow, of course, again, 450 will be our kind of our pivot. And I wanted to, where is it? It's also point of control on the hourly here. This one, I believe. Yeah. So for right now, it's the point of control here on the 5-day hourly with some nice confluence of the hourly 20 under there. So it'll be our short-term momentum here for the hourly. But certainly up here, if you're looking for a short, that could be a short trade as well. So, and then the other short trade ideas would be potentially up here if we come back and test this balance, or certainly in that in this high before the breakdown, maybe for a possible double top. It's pretty much lining up with the value area highs here on the hourly. So that'll be interesting to see if we come up there again and see if the bulls are able to push us through or not. The safest thing that they really want to is get back over, back into this balance zone here, back up by 454. So we'll see what happens, but just also watch out for that hesitation because, again, CPI on Thursday, so we could just trade right in between here. So we'll see what we get. All right, guys, I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you on the other side. Follow your plan tomorrow, manage your risk, and have a great day.